Alright, we're back. How's it going, pet friend? Fat Steve, thank you for the gifted sub to Dude. Mr. Grimm, thank you for the 15 months. Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Okay, so. Time to show you one of my favorite glitches in the game. The vehicle glitch. It's very easy to do. And really breaks the game. It is very cursed. Long story short, they didn't put in any kind of check when you get into a vehicle to make sure you can't get into two vehicles at once. So you can probably see where this is going. And yes, we need to save, because this immediately breaks the game. This immediately ruins your save file. So, if you position Chocobo pretty close to the sub, and then wedge yourself in between the Chocobo and the sub, it is possible to jump on both at the same time. It can take some finagling, though. There it is. And normally it doesn't hard lock the game right away, but that did bork it. Let's try it again. Normally that doesn't happen. I love Choco subs. The game did not like that. No, it did not. You are correct. You get a bunch of different effects depending on which version you play on. What's supposed to happen is we're supposed to be able to walk around, but a bunch of graphical glitches happen. But the game said no. The game pulled the plug. Unfortunately, the other vehicles are gone, so we can't use those. But you can get in the high wind after doing this. Game does not like it today. I've never had a hard lock. Alright, I guess that's it then. It's much more entertaining. Here, we'll just, while this boots up, I'll just show you what happens on the Steam version. I've done it on the PS1 version before. I know I have. Because you get a really funny graphical glitch, normally. But, maybe this disc, or whatever, or maybe because it's on PS2 and not PS1. Something about it. It's not liking it. Yeah, like maybe because it's on PS2. Let's see if I have a save that's on the world map. This should work. Oh, you know what else? No, I don't think that should make a difference. I don't think that would make a difference. I was thinking maybe like because the high wind is because we're on disc 2, not disc 3. Oh, do I have a chocobo? I do not have a chocobo. Hello, ultra weapon. How you be doing? The save has a gold chocobo, I think. What? I've never had that happen. I am just learning all sorts of new things. I am just learning all sorts of new things today. I've never had that happen. I've done this glitch a bajillion times. That has never happened. I'm learning new things. I guess I'll save this time or something. Bump in the ultimate weapon. What in the world? Can we, there we go. Alright. So, now the submarine is absorbed into me, and I can move around. And usually on the other versions of the game, there's a graphical glitch that happens, where, like, things pop in and out, and graphics kind of, like, fail to load. But on the Steam version, that doesn't happen. Now, if I get off of the chocobo... By the way, Cloud is not on the chocobo. I just am the chocobo. If I get off the chocobo, the submarine will be stuck in the middle of the floor. And one of my favorite things that I did with this glitch is I did the chocobo glitch we talked about earlier to get a chocobo stuck on the map right here. So I had a chocobo sitting here, then I put the high wind here, then I took a gold chocobo here, and I got off. And so we had 2 chocobos, the high wind, and the sub. Just chilling here. It was a pretty goofy picture. Because you're not even supposed to have 2 chocobos, but with the chocobo glitch you can get 2. A wild one and then a regular one. So yeah, there was like 4 vehicles sitting here, all in the next to or in the desert. But yeah, that's the vehicle glitch. You can do funny stuff with it, and apparently hard lock the game as well, which I didn't know till now. Sephiroth won't be expecting this. Yeah, you didn't know that? Your chocobo can ride in your airship with you. And there's even a little spot you can go give him a pet. You go in the high wind and then you go inside. pants. That's a good choke though. Thanks, dude. Oh, there's some good dialogue with Yuffie here, by the way. Huh? How would you even know? You don't know how tough it is getting sick on boats and rides, so please, just leave me alone. I really do understand, Yuffie. When I get sick on a flight, it's a real killer. When I was in Soldier, I completely forgot about my motion sickness. Oh. Isn't there any way to prevent this? Well, according to my research, first off, if you're nervous a lot, you won't get sick. So you can't always be nervous. With this much space, your best bet is to move around while you're riding. It also might be a good idea to stretch sometimes, too. But in Soldier, we spent a lot of time in trucks. That sucked. And there's one thing you mustn't do while riding, and that is breathe. Once you get sick, there's nothing anyone can do. I know it's tough. So you're a little better off than me, but I don't feel well. Why don't anyone ever make an airship like this? It's a cute little dialogue. Cloud and Yuffie bonding over motion sickness. Alright. So, let me think about this for a minute. We have about 30 minutes left, roughly. A little more than that. We need... Just trying to decide when and how I want to do the secret thing. The secret thing will take us about 2 hours to do, probably. Maybe more. So I suppose what we could do is we could start to get it ready now. And then we'd have plenty of time next week to do it. That might actually work out perfect. Because, we could do a little bit of it today, so it's not as monotonous next week. So we have some grinding we have to do for something very specific. There's a few random things we could go grab. One thing we can go do. Go get the key. Which I think is on the X. You guys remember? Let's bring up the thing again. I think it's on the X, and I think you look for good treasure. No, that's the mop. It's below that. And yeah, you want normal treasure. Normal treasure, and you can either search below the X, or you can go search in the dirt fire pile. So you can search up here. Right here. search down here. Fox Den, thank you so much for 16 months. I forget if I shouted that out. Thank you so much. Or you can search about right. Yeah, it's easier to remember the other one because it's like right by that little dirt pile. But figured I'd show both. Yeah, it's kind of funny. This guy actually stands like right where it is, so I guess you could just use that to remember. Hiring people just points to where the treasure is. They help you find it. You can like triangulate the position. But if you already know where it is, you don't need them. So, the best thing to get by returning here is the sneak glove. It's actually a really random thing that I want to get instead. I might already have one, actually. And look. I do not. No. Oh yeah, I should talk about Aerith's ghost. So, the church has a ghost of Aerith in it, and it's supposed to appear and then disappear once you reach like halfway up the room. There's a glitch you can do where you can run past the trigger, and I don't know if it works on this version. We'll try it. Nice, I did it. So if you run past the trigger fast enough before it loads in, you can like just be chilling with Aerith. And what's really strange is that the kids say different things. They say, I'm gonna water them later, and they're purty. But then as soon as I try to leave, I'll hit the threshold like from behind, and she'll disappear. And then the kids have different things to say. Hey, where's the flower lady? They're pretty. Pretty spooky. Don't step on the flowers, she'll haunt you. So I actually want that. This one. Well, while we're here, we'll go ahead and grab the sneak glove also. If I have enough money. How much is it? 10K? Might be more than that. Might be like 50K, 100K, 5K. So there's an amount of Ks. 150K? Yikes. Might not be able to buy it. We can do this though. Tifa's ultimate weapon. Just sitting there for free. We can also go get Tifa's ultimate limit now as well, but there's not much reason to. Although actually we should do it just for the little story tidbit we get. I got something good for you, why don't you buy it? Probably just found it lying somewhere, right? I'll admit that I found it, but you may never be able to get another one like it again. 129K. Can we make that work without selling important things? I could probably selling all materia, to be honest. Nah, it's not enough. Let's see, what can we sell? Gold armlets, silver armlet. Crystal Cross is 9k and I have 2 of them. The best thing to sell would be accessories, but I don't want to sell any. I don't have that many ethers, unfortunately. Yeah, it's not really worth selling a bunch of stuff. They don't let you sell the circlet. But yeah, you can get the sneak glove there. The only thing in the game that makes steals easier, other than just leveling up. But we don't need it. We only have 2 more things to steal in the game that we care about. I think. Oh, that crystal sword probably would have sold for a lot, yeah. Oh yeah, and the rising sun, I should get that. Does anyone know by heart the piano number? I can look it up. It's in my limits video. Oh no, Hell House, it's too strong for us. No, W item isn't until the raid. No, we're not going to do a double day today. Well, we might have some more Final Fantasy goodness after this. But I think this is a perfect place. We could stop here, and then next week we can go right into the secret. Plus, if we do a double day next week, we might be able to finish, or at least get, like, to the end of the game. There's probably a lot of side questy stuff we want to do for fun, but close to the end of the game. Okay, so we got that. I'm gonna go to Nibelheim just to see the thing with Tifa. Give her the 200 bits behind it. Oh yeah, there's something else for us to do here, too. I don't remember if Tifa needs to be in your party for this. I think no? Find out. Play piano cop. Heard this melody somewhere before. Managed to play it well. Yep, that's it. Gotta have Tifa. I'm glad I did it without Tifa, because I didn't know he says that. It's kind of interesting. Hey Tifa, come here, I got a cool piano solo I want to show you. So let's show off my piano skills. I have the sheet music for that song. Huh? Wait a minute. There's something inside the music sheet. Tifa, what's happened to our town? Was it all an illusion or just a dream? No, it was neither. I remember trying to get people out of the flames, but not having the strength, burning with anger, I went to the reactor to kill Sephiroth. But he was nowhere to be found. Instead, I found you, collapsed inside. I felt saving you was far more important than going after Sephiroth. There were several others that were still alive inside, but I was only able to save you. As I was coming out of the reactor, Shinra troops were just arriving. I recall a scientist named Hojo was in charge. He ordered the troops to gather up everyone still alive for the experiment. I didn't know what type of experiment he was talking about, but I wasn't about to let them have my dearest student. Putting you on my back, I headed down the mountain to the village. I used the cure spell on you many times. I started to head for Midgar to look for a doctor for you. I don't like that city, but my cure spells weren't helping. It's weird that, like, the cure spell is canon here. I decided to go to Midgar to find a doctor I could trust. I'm worried about you, but I can't settle down in one place for very long. Have you recovered fully? Are you well? I wonder how many years have passed since then. I just got into town again, but I can't believe it. The whole town is back to normal, except for the strange beings with black clothes all around. The town reeks of Shinra, but I won't go after them. You may think I'm running from them, but it's just that I don't want anything to do with Shinra anymore. It feels like time is running out. I'm sure I'll find this letter and this gift for you. It should come in handy. I can't even jump anymore, but I hope you continue to sharpen your skills and remember what I taught you. To my most precious student from Zangan. I always like that Tifa's ultimate limit has a bit of a like story behind it. The other ones are just kind of random. Also, it's kind of the first hint we get that like Hojo gathered up Cloud and Zack. But we get much more than a hint here. So this scene almost feels like it shouldn't be optional. It's like incredibly vital to the story, but you have to come down here to see it. Which I always found strange. But that's what's great about this game. It gives you as much as you're willing to put in. Like if you're willing to search, you can find out more about the story. Yeah, it's kind of the magic of the game. Bats, bats, bats. I don't like bats. Think with 100 bits freak. So like this right here is like mind-blowing. But again, you gotta come here to see it. This gives you such a better understanding of like what happened. Hey, this is your food. I mean, this kind of explains everything. It explains when this happened to Cloud, because you weren't really sure when it happened. You just knew it happened after Nibelheim. The reason that Zack is what Cloud kind of becomes, because the whole time his brain is messed up, it's Zack that's talking to him. It explains where Zack goes and what happens to him. It explains how Cloud got the Buster Sword. Oh, here! Put on this. Smells a little, though. Don't complain. You look pretty good with that. I don't know why you slapped him. Well... yeah, it explains his clothes, too. Yo, old guy, we in Midgar yet? Shut up. You're lucky I even gave you a ride. Also, this scene is really well done. I love the background and like the foreground going by and this truck. This is all just for an optional scene. They didn't reuse. I mean, this is the only time you see this. What are you going to do once we get to Midgar? I know what I'm going to do. I got a place I can crash for a while. No, wait. The mother lives there too. Guess that's out. Yep, gotta change my plans. No matter what I do, I need some money first. Hey, want to start a business? Well, what can we do? Hey, Cloud. Think there's anything I'd be good at? Hey, old guy. What do you think I'd be good at? What are you yapping about? You're still young, ain't ya? Young folks should try everything. You gotta pay your dues while you're young. Go out and look for what you really want. I love this, like, great advice from random truck guy. Try everything. That's easy for him to say. Guess I'll do some squats. Hey! Of course! I got a lot of brains and skill that other guys don't. That settles it. I'm gonna become a mercenary. Yeah, thanks, Pops. Hey, didn't you even hear a word I said? Listen, I'm gonna become a mercenary, and that's that. So that's where Cloud gets the idea to be a mercenary. Boring stuff, dangerous stuff, anything for money. I'm gonna be rich. So Cloud, what are you gonna do? No, wait, you got it all wrong. Just kidding. I won't leave you hanging like that. We're friends, right? Mercenaries, Cloud. That's what you and me are gonna be. Understand, Cloud? Yeah, it is funny, Skyver. I really love what Crisis Core did with this scene. It really adds to it without ruining it or retconning it, you know? Also, this is another spot you only see in this optional scene that they obviously put quite a bit of work into. What do you want me to do with him? Duh. Forget it. Just leave him. That great shot of Midgar. You'll be my living legacy. Yeah, so the amount that explains about the story, it's totally optional. And like, I think that it's kind of implied that Cloud got the Buster Sword from Zack, and it's implied that they were experimented on in some way. But this gives you a visual representation of really what happened. And it also makes it so much more obvious why Cloud becomes Zack. It's not just because they were next to each other in the tanks, but because he dies in front of him and is like dying, you know, as he's dying and Cloud's brain is coming back, like he's there with Zack, and it just happens, you know. Also, I don't know if I ever knew this, but someone commented and said you can read this. C Project Specimen B, Code C. A scratch left by a fingernail inside the beaker. Let's get out of here. See Project Specimen A, Code Z. Scratch left by a fingernail inside the beaker. Feeding time, that's our chance. So that's Zach and Cloud that wrote that on the insides of their tube with their fingernails. Isn't that wild? I never knew that. Yeah, I never saw that. Someone commented that, and I was like, no way. I gotta check that out. Oh no. Gang is excited. Gang. Just chill out, alright? Yeah, it truly is wild to me how rushed this game was, and yet the attention to detail is so... It's there, man. It really is. Oh, Yang's excited. Yeah, there's some books you can read, too. We can read those if you want. It's mostly... like Sephiroth, Shinra stuff you know already, but I don't remember if there's anything in there in particular that's like different or interesting. I hate this fight. The other big story element that is completely optional is Vincent's stuff, which we'll do later. Make sure I remember to do the Vincent stuff. That's another thing that's wild to me. Vincent's story is incredibly important. And not only is he an optional character, but the two scenes that are super important are the Lucrecia scenes, which are completely optional. You have to go find her. So, but if you do have Vincent and you go find those two scenes, they're like really important for the story. They explain so much about Hojo and stuff. Thank you for the reminder. Now I won't forget. I do the same thing to my wife and she gets mad every time. Who's watering my wife? Yeah, we did the gas stuff at the Icicle Inn. Yet another important thing that's optional. Maybe I'll get lucky and get a mirror. It really matters now. I actually need to look a bit more into back attack because I don't know exactly how it works, but I believe the way it works is if you get back attacked, you will take double damage until you get your ATB. I believe is how it works. Same with monsters. Unless it's just literally the first hit and that's it, or if you have to do an action, I'm not sure. I've never looked into it. We had looked into that Zoloff and it didn't work. Unless, oh yeah, I think we decided it did work, but because it reverses your row, you still take more damage. Yeah, it's weird. You gotta look into it. I think that's the way it works. Okay, so, we have a little more to do before the secret. There's basically 2 more things we need to do before the secret. We need to go to the Gelnika, and we need to do a big grind. And so my thought process is I might as well do a little bit of the grind now, so that next week the grind isn't so big. So that's what we'll do. Keep that stuff, it's fine. So we need Sid. Next we need this bad boy. Big triple. And... we don't really need... like, I could put on double stuff, but the thing about double growth is it's only good if you want to upgrade certain materia, because 4 slots with double is the same as 8 slots with normal, technically. There's only 2 materia I need to level up, and both of those are going to be in triple, so... the other ones we can just plop and double and it's fine. The 2 materia I need are counterattack and HP plus. Specifically counterattack though. We need to get 2 mastered counterattacks. So we need to master this one, and then we need to master the one that it births. So it takes a little bit. With triple it's better. It should take about 100 fights, which sounds like a lot, but if the fights only take about a minute, it should take about an hour and a half-ish. And of course we get to level up a bunch of other stuff while we're doing it. Level up Magic Plus, we level up Ultima. Level up Neo Bahamut, why not? Not too worried about what we're leveling up. Just whatever we feel like leveling up. Level up Quadra Magic. Back to Quadra Magic on double. Oh, the Chocobo lore. I'll put Chocobo stuff later. Level up MP Turbo. Give you your double growth. Absorb HP, absorb. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all we need. And then one last thing, we're gonna give Yuffie enemy skill, so she can quickly dispatch the enemies, because we also want to get her final limit. But it is not going to take nearly as long as it is to get the counterattacks leveled up. It's going to be your birthday next week? Nice. So while we're grinding, I'll do this next week too. But, for now, while we're doing the grinding, do you guys have any, like, questions you want to ask, or, like, lore questions, or just things you want to point out, or anything that we can talk about that you've been thinking about during the playthrough? Oh, that's right. I'm on my second limit. She should be good with. She should be good with kills, right? Maybe I'll give her hyper. See if I can get her to get her limit during this. If not, we can farm it later. And let's give you enemy skill and you enemy skill. So that we can get rid of the enemies fast. Also, am I on fastest? I've played a couple hours of Tactics, but for Fantathon we will be playing Tactics most likely since it's ahead in the poll. Pretty excited to play Tactics. Everyone says it's amazing, and I played a couple hours of it and really enjoyed it. Like I said, I'm pretty picky with my action or my tactical RPGs, but I enjoyed what I played. Now we'll get the Apocalypse later. Ancient Forest. How's it going, Jordan Had? Great to see you. See you, Marshmallow. It doesn't say on the Fantathon page? It should. Unless maybe, did I not put the consoles for the vote? I don't think I put the consoles for all the votes. Maybe I did and it got removed. But yeah, it's for PS1. Alright, I'll have to fix that. We had to redo the description for Tactics, and I think Mavic replaced it. He didn't put the console, so I didn't tell him to. Yeah, it's for PS1. Now, if you were doing this at home, it would probably be wise to go to the Gold Saucer and go get XP pluses before doing this, and also enemy lore. To make this faster and to also get more experience out of it. I don't care about the experience, so I'm only doing this for a very specific reason. But if you were trying to, like, grind for the sake of grinding, grabbing enemy lore and grabbing XP Plus would be a smart idea. I probably could go grab enemy lore. Enemy lore is the GP one, right? Not the BP one? I think enemy lore is one of the GP rewards. And enemy away is one of the BP rewards, but I could have that backwards. Let's see, do I have anything to protect against sleep? I think I do. I could give you... that, though. I'll look it up, because I don't remember. that is PP. We'll be like maybe, but not that worried about it. I want to do all the gold saucer stuff in one big go. There's a cricket chirping at your work. Oh no. I wish I could unequip counterattack because it takes extra time to do a counterattack, but I can't because that's the thing I'm leveling up. Let's win, Fox. What's the most interesting piece of true lore, not fan theory, you've learned since you started streaming? Definitely the Omega weapon thing. That still blows my mind. That little tidbit still blows my mind. Give someone else cover to prevent the counters. Would you stop showing me up with your genius? Thanks. Appreciate that. It's kind of rude to just come on my stream and start spitting all these facts and knowledge. Is doing catastrophe. Okay, I'm out. The game's loud again? Dude, what is... Okay. Dude. Somebody is, like, behind the scenes, slowly turning up the volume. I swear. Every like, 2 hours, someone's like... Bruh, it's loud. Or I'm just slowly getting further away from the mic. Maybe. How does it sound now? Is the game loud? What? I don't know, man. Maybe it's my microphone. Maybe I have to get a new microphone. I have had this one for a while. I felt like it was starting to sound kind of worse than it did when I first bought it. Like, it just sounded like, I mean, I keep putting, like, filters on it to make it sound better, but now I feel like it sounds kind of, even with the filters. Maybe it's time to invest in a new microphone. I'll just buy a new microphone and then it'll really screw everything up. Then everyone's gonna be like, oh my god, you sound so much different. Everything's loud, everything's quiet, everything's everything. How's it going, soldier? Yeah, I do feel like it's the microphone, maybe, because I haven't moved from this spot. I feel like it just keeps getting louder and quieter. I think I'm going to look into it this weekend, to be honest. I've had this microphone for a little while. Don't mind trying something else. I don't really know what to buy. I'll just Google, like, sick, nasty microphone Fortnite. I'll probably get, like, the Pro. Or the pros use. Best microphone for yelling in Fortnite. They gotta know. They gotta know. They gotta know what they did wrong. Let's go. The grainiest headset. Dude, I need like an Xbox original microphone. Like that, just one little band and the little like thing in front. Like a tiny microphone on the end of a big stick. That's what I need. The 360 headset. The classic. Yo, subs! How's it going, man? We were just talking about you Wednesday. It's like, where's subs? The stream sucks without subs. I come here for subs. Let's get a cup and a string. I'll just hit up Magic, he knows audio stuff. He'll be like, get this $5,000 one. All the kids in Fortnite will love you. They'll think you're so cool. The only thing worse than the Xbox 360 headset was the PlayStation 3 headset. It was even worse. How am I gonna play SOCOM with this? I used to have one of those PS3 headsets for COD 4, and I specifically remember feeling like, remember those rooms back in the day when you would call the operator and you'd be like, hey, can I talk to my mom? And they would have to move the switches around to get you to your mom. They had like a little headset. I felt like one of those. One of those people in the switch room. Freaking 80s, whatever that was. I was the operator. Hello, operator, can I get a headshot? That's what you used to have to do. I'm not that old. When I was growing up, we had home phones, but we had phone numbers. But back in the day, you just call the operator. Can I talk to my dentist? Can I talk to 911? Yeah, give me a minute. We didn't have a rotary phone, but we did have corded phones. And I knew everyone's number by heart. Now I only know my own cell phone number by heart. I still know my old phone number, and I know my grandmother's phone number, but that's it. I don't even know my wife's cell phone number. Do you guys know, if you, like, whoever you talk to the most, either your significant other or your best friend or whatever, do you have their cell phone number memorized? Please tell me I'm not the only one. Got an HP Plus. I think that was not Sid's though. No, that was this one. How's it going, Turbo? Oh, I should give. I'm an idiot. I mean, we already knew this. I I should give Yuffie cover. It would help with the limits. As well as the not counters. Get rid of that. Flare's cool, but we don't need to double it. I can give it to you, actually. I am 29 as of this month. The chat box is totally redone. It now shows everyone's names and icons, and it updates nicer. The scroll is a lot nicer looking. We completely redid it. You doing me out fine? I'm doing great. Yeah, dude, I always feel so awkward when I go to like the dentist or whatever. They're like, what's your phone number? And I give my phone number. And they're like, alright, what's your wife's phone number? And I'm like, hold on a second. I have to check my phone for my wife's phone number. They look at me like, you know your wife's phone number? No, I don't know my wife's phone number. I've never called her once using the numbers. We are grinding sneak attack, or not sneak attack, counter attack for a secret that I will reveal next week. We need 2 mastered counter attacks. And we also need some HP plus, but we're probably already fine with the amount we have. If we needed 10 counterattacks, we'd be here for a couple weeks. And we'll finish this grind next week, but if we do a little bit now, it'll feel not as long next time, so I figured we just do a bit now, and then we'll jump off of this. Maybe jump into some Nightmare mod. Keep the Final Fantasy VII train going, or we can do something else. By the way, I saw some comments about Nightmare mod. Just to be more clear, because I wasn't like super clear before. Nightmare mod is the first mod we ever did, and that whole playthrough is on YouTube. This second playthrough I'm putting on Patreon because I didn't want to have 2 playthroughs of the same mod. And also it wasn't going to be a playthrough, but then we decided to keep playing through it. So it's on the Patreon, but you can watch it for free on Twitch for the next couple months. So if you want to see the second playthrough of the Nightmare mod, but you don't want to have to pay for Patreon, just go to the Twitch page and go to videos, and you can watch all the VODs for the next couple months. Also, the Patreon, you can pay the lowest amount and still get all the videos. It doesn't matter what you pay, I just set it to every tier gets the videos, so you can do $1 a month and get the videos if you just want the videos and that's it. But yeah, if you don't want to pay for the Patreon, just watch the free VODs on Twitch. I also hate the Nightmare mod. A love-hate relationship with it. Hey, welcome back, Ardo. Yeah, it was more like Twitch forced me to continue. I was just doing it for a meme. We were doing a special event, and I was like, let's return to Nightmare mod. That'll be hilarious. It was for Meme Week. An event we do every year. But then after that, we were like, you know what? Let's continue. So I was like, hey, throw it on Patreon as bonus. If you watch my video on the definitive mod, I actually list everything it does. Because I made it. So, you can watch that video, it'll give you everything you need to know. Right now, we are grinding for 2 mastered counterattacks because I need them for the secret. We're going to start the grind now, and then in a bit we're going to quit and maybe move on to Nightmare Mod. But when we come back to this next week, we'll finish the grind and then do the secret. Yeah, just type Definitive Mod on YouTube, you should find it. Yep, Master Counterattack is 100%. 1 star is 20%, 2 stars is 40, 3 is 60, 4 is 80, 5 is 100. This wouldn't take as long if there were 2 counterattacks in the game, but there's only 1 counterattack in the whole game. You have to master it to get another one. So it takes a while to get 2. The triple growth does help, though. You're wrong info. About that info. Like I can't look. Oh, that's right. Wait. Is it? Why did I feel like that was counter? No, it's not counter. Counter's in the North Grader. Yeah. Not doing that, though. That's a pain. Yeah, it's listed as counter, but it's counterattack. You're right. I don't know. I guess we could do, like, the Chocobo stuff now and try to get a counterattack materia. It would save us some time. And I planned on doing the Chocobo stuff. Well, I guess we'll decide next week. I mean, what we could do is next week we could start doing Chocobo stuff, because we're going to do it anyways. And then if we happen to get a counterattack materia while we're doing Chocobo stuff, cool. If we don't, then that's fine also. I made a ton of gil doing this, so we're good to go. We're good to go do Chocobo stuff. Should have enough money to do everything we want to do. So yeah, maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll start with Chocobo stuff next time. If we happen to get a counterattack materia, it'll make this grind a bit quicker. If you win 10 S ranks, Esther gives you one in the prize pool. But do you have to then win it at a 1/3 chance, or what? I've never heard of this. That sounds cool. Yo, Tech Angel, how's it going? Oh, okay. We should just do that then. That should make that a lot quicker, because we have like 50k to get before we even birth the next one. So if we started now, we could put both in the triple and be done with it way faster. Probably a third of the way faster. Because each counterattack takes 100k, but it takes 50k starting now to master this one. So that's 150k total. If we go grab that one, then we just have to do 100k. So it's about 1/3 faster. And that's about, by my math, it should take around an hour and a half. So that means it'll take an hour instead of an hour and a half. So I mean, that saves us 30 minutes. But that's probably, that's a rough estimate. It could take up to 2 hours, so. So yeah, maybe we'll do Chocobo stuff to start off next week, and then we'll get into the secret. So it should be a pretty cool time next time. It might even double day next week so that we can do all the Chocobo stuff, all the secret stuff, and head towards the end of the game. I don't think we'll be able to like finish because we're going to do a lot of side questy stuff. We're going to do a bunch of gold saucer stuff and have a blast with all that. So I don't want to like rush it and try to finish the game next week or anything. But yeah, next week should be a really fun like side questy Chocobo gold saucer-y time. And yeah, we're going to move on to something else. But for now, we got to say goodbye to YouTube. YouTube, thank you so much for watching the in-depth playthrough of Final Fantasy VII. I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am. It's been amazing. It's been so great talking to everyone and learning all these things and talking about the lore and figuring out stuff that I never knew about my favorite game, like the scratches on the excuse me, on the pods. I never knew about that, so it's been amazing. Hope to see you back here for the next episodes of Final Fantathon and the in-depth playthrough of Final Fantasy VII. See you there. Peace out.